Greetings there, everybody. My name is Rabbit, and welcome to episode 132 of Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2, our post-game / bonus section. So, in our previous episode, we had parted ways back in Kiki Neck and Company prior to me just spending a bit of the cash that we amassed from selling things and handing over a new seed beast. And as I was making my way back through Wind Harvest, I successfully explored all of Wind Harvest 1, and there were no cutscenes, no Kalma, no beast hunters to fight. However, I am currently in Wind Harvest 2, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, and as I was exploring some of the various ogre vines, I found someone kind of chilling up here. I'm not sure if it's Kalma. I'm guessing not, because we have one more seed beast that we can find to complete that pool of options for our wind / air beasts. So I'm thinking this is just going to be a bug hunter, but either way, I wanted to bring you guys back since it's technically either going to be a cutscene or a fight. So let's get into it.
I'm much different from myself up until yesterday. I can win if I follow the book. Come on, let's have a match.
Only if you whine a little bit harder. Oh my god, his team.
Okay, here goes.
And we can't be standing around here all day.
You guys, his team is fucking scary. I'm like talking shit, but holy crap. Look at this garbage. So glad I have Salamnis then. Oh my gosh. So, whew. Bug Guy's not playing around. I actually really like that beast that he's using. My version of that is named Kai. He's pretty baller, not gonna lie. But let's go ahead and get some heals going and remove that poison. You guys see? You gotta plan for where you're going, and ta-da! That poison is gone. Oh no. Okay, for a second there I thought he was getting ready to cast that Ad Mubalobadubada, whatever it's called, Moomer Knight. You know, or Mubadubadubada, that works too. Okay, let's put these fuckers to sleep, fingers crossed. Yes! And if we can just focus the center, that would actually be best. Oh yeah, baby.
You sure? I'm scary when I'm angry.
My boy, you've got nothing. I think I'll stay on this side again and see. Because yeah, he didn't rotate. I'm not sure why. I guess maybe he was thinking, no, because even if we had attacked, I don't know. They weren't going to just wake up and attack though.
Why are you bullying me? See, this is a social problem.
What a fucking scrub. All right, guys, I think we can just finish it out on this side. There's nothing he can do that would guarantee victory. Even if he had rotated, it was a done deal. So this actually ended up being easier than I was anticipating just because he opened himself up in this. Really, you two? Merrick and Prissy Pants, we need to have a fucking conversation. Why wouldn't you just attack in the middle? He has one shield left. Oh my gosh. Garbage. Pure garbage.
This is not over. This is just the beginning.
Actually, it is over. That was like a 3-minute victory, my friend. You suck. Get wrecked. I didn't even have to use my full lineup.
Ouch! Ow! Ow! I'm scared. My whole body is swollen. Ow! Leave me alone. I'll give you this.
Bug metal? Oh, maybe we'll get something. We have 4. Let's see what egg we get.
So you already have lots? Okay. I'll give you this too.
Divvy Bugic? I'm pretty sure we have 1 or 2 of these. I don't think it's that special. I guess because I've spent so much time mixing, we're more than likely going to see most of these rare eggs. I think, honestly, the only one we're probably missing is that Drac egg, and there might be 1 or 2 other. Like, is there a blue Mao? If there is, I've never seen that. So that's like one that I know we might be missing, and then we're for sure missing a blue Drac. That's it.
Please, leave me alone.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Sheesh.
We're in trouble. That's a bullying scene. Can we sell this game?
But he was the one who started it.
You know, sometimes I really wonder with this dialogue, do they just pull these lines from a hat? Like, what really What really went down when they were drafting dialogue, I have no idea, but definitely not a lot of planning. So, I will not cut the camera since there's really not that much here in Wind Harvest 2 to check out. Surprisingly, these... I already looked over there, yeah? Okay. Surprisingly, these initial forests are not excessively convoluted. But I'm sure once we get to the third island, maybe things will start being a bit more hip and happening and bustling and all over the place. So, I guess I didn't technically need to bring you guys back for that. We defeated him in a rather straightforward manner. You know what? Whatever. Let's use these. These aren't super good, and I would rather just have the mana. Let's see. We'll put this on Medic, and then one more. We will put it on the Precipants. So I suppose they were good finds, right? Now we are set and ready to rock and roll, and we will be entering Wind Harvest. Oops, number 3. Man, he had his ass out and everything. And we got another confusion book. I honestly had to sell some of the books that I had with you guys because I was a little too broke to do one more set of merging that I honestly was wanting to get done. So that's why I have like 100, maybe 200 yen right now. The struggle is real, you guys. We have no money. No fucking money. But it is what it is. And now that I'm seeing it, you know, Soldona's not that bad. I was kind of, I wouldn't say sweating over it in our last episode, but I spent a bit of time really entertaining the idea of swapping Captain and Paige around, but looks like it's not going to be the end of the world to just have him there on the center of that fireside. So, I mean, obviously I opted to not rearrange it. Oh, come on. Blocking the actual Princess Vine? Are you kidding? Well, whatever. We'll see. Aha, we go first. Get fucked. My fireside is not to be fucked with, you guys. We're pretty tough. Merrick. Merrick, why? I think we can double up. Perhaps I should be healing, but I think it won't be the end of the world. And assuming LeBron gets his attack off, yeah. Sometimes that misses, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it naturally just has a lower success rate because it does a lot of damage. I don't know, but we're not going to worry about it. What we are going to worry about is going forward into Wind Harvest 3. So uncovering all of the secrets that lie within. I don't know, I guess the real objective here, outside of collecting Kalma, since not that many remain, it's mostly probably to get those medals and rare eggs, assuming you were not doing what I did and spending a lot of time dealing with the merges and all of that fun stuff. I guess this is your chance and your opportunity to be acquiring those eggs that you can't just find, it seems. I will say I'll give the developers props for that, allowing you to do the mixing and the matching so that you can access some things a little earlier than perhaps most people would think to mess with and naturally acquire. I don't know, it kind of worked out for me. But then it leaves you with this feeling of, meh, I'm not super excited about facing off against these beast hunters. Whereas before, I always was looking forward to it because I was like, ooh, hot diggity, what am I going to get? But now it's just kind of like, meh. Yes, he can't use his shit, but we can... Look at that. Paige is... She's growing pretty fucking fast. I feel like faster than some of my other larval forms are. Or maybe I'm just using my wind side more than other sides. I don't think I am, though. I don't really know, but I'm worried. Merrick is very low on mana. If we can get that one fucker to sleep, or kill him, you know, whatever. Well, then I'm going to rotate over to this side to give Merrick a bit of a break. And we'll see if we can kill them pretty soon. Oh my god, no. You're dropping the ball. At least Prissy Pants is up. Okay, so anyhow, we will continue making our way through Wind Harvest. I'm honestly not expecting to find that much. I'm thinking that the priority for looking into these extra bonus forests. It's mostly to be fighting these beast hunters to get rarer eggs in case you weren't doing the mixing and matching, because honestly there's one last comma remaining for wind creatures, for wind divine beasts. So I don't really know. I just can't imagine what else would there be. Maybe just cutscenes with Gil, but I haven't seen him here anyway, even though we finished off a quest for him. So guys, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe again, this is just for the sake of having you get your beast stronger if you're facing off against friends, to give the game a little bit more to do once you've completed the story. Oh, another mix-em-a-bobber, but I don't really have anything to mix. I guess I'm not going to mix this egg just in case I don't have a lot of them, but we can try doing the hide spores, I guess, and combining them with the books. Why don't we just do that? We might get garbage, and this might be a terrible, terrible choice, but whatever, let's just try it. So we'll use the hide spore as the base, and why don't we use a botulism book, and hopefully we can get some sweet night shits, because that would be, or a mugwort, which blows. But that's okay. We can use the mugwort as the base, and then try a hide spore, and see what we get. Mel's Elixir 7? It's not really what I was wanting. So why don't we use a healing book as our base and then put the Mel's Elixir on top of that and see what we get out of that. Heavy Step. What is this? Probably just one of those reusable items. Midnight Blue Earrings. Drop speed of enemy. Yeah, that's interesting. So we can possibly sell it. We'll see how much it's worth. Maybe it'll be something someone will ask for at some point. I don't know. I have gotten out of the habit of just holding on to the reusable items just because it's been a long time since we've had people ask for them. That was like way back in the beginning of the game when people were asking for like the rings or the necklaces. If you guys recall, that was a while ago. And this motherfucker, you've got to be kidding me. Bruh, that was my strategy. I can't believe this. That sucks. Okay, am I just going to have to wait this out until they're all done with their mana? What is this? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, at least LeBron's up. Whatever. We'll just use our fire side. What the fuck? Are you guys really faster than everybody on my team? You guys. Oh. I guess that's another viable strat, right? Bring along 1 million sleep users and troll your enemy into oblivion. I think my entire amulet is going to be asleep. Literally everyone, if he gets all of these off. And he did. Well, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. It just, I guess, gives some of my beasts a chance to wake up and replenish their mana. I don't know. Well, at least we went first this time. What a weird first couple of turns for me. I guess I can't be too salty about it. It happens, right? It happens. If I could just get Sinclair to get Salamnice off, then everyone will be awake, but she's kind of chilling herself. I guess this is just going to be stall, and we'll have to wait for these fuckers to run out of mana. The only good side to this is they're not really doing damage, so I guess it's letting my team get their mana up, but not the most fun. Not going to lie to you about that. But it's all good in the neighborhood. Let's have Merrick go ahead and get his shit off, if he can. And as I was starting to share with you guys in our last episode, I'm hoping you guys are all doing fine and dandy. Things have been great over here on my end. Andrew and I are not too far away from hitting our 1-year anniversary here in Conwell. Do I really even need you? I don't. So we'll just stay on our fireside. Andrew and I are very close to our 1-year anniversary since we moved here to Wisconsin, and we have been loving it. Work has been outstanding on my end. For the most part, like I said, you know, everyone's going to have days where you're just feeling kind of blah and you wish you could win the lottery. I mean, Who doesn't get those feelings? Can't just be me. But I relatively recently did get a promotion, so that has been wonderful. And I would say I'm on week number 3 of sort of training into this role, which it's been pretty nice. I honestly can't really complain about it. Lots of new things for me to be exploring and navigating, but again, I can't really complain. I'm honored that I got the position. I know some of you are already aware of sort of the deets behind it because I did share during the last, I'd say like recording session or 2 with my Legend of Legaia walkthrough. And I think even, hey, check it out, Conwell hit form number 3 also, very nice. But I shared a bit about it in the walkthrough for Legend of Legaia because we were kind of in the last recording session when all of this was unfolding, as well as a few weeks ago, I was telling you guys when I first found out I was up for the promotion in my Grandia 2 playthrough. So that's pretty fucking cool, and I actually got it, and it's been great. You know, I'm in a new building, and I'm working with new faces, and my role is, I mean, it still has some of the same elements that it had before, but it's a bit different. I'm definitely not just chained to a computer running stats all day, and I don't oversee any of our grants. So I'm not as much in a research and education role as much as I am right now in a, I guess it's more of like a coordinating and advocacy role with, you know, just everything that kind of comes on that frontier. So it's good. Did this motherfucker fall asleep while he's just walking through the forest? Okay. Very odd, but I guess it works. So yeah, the role is different, which is both good and bad. There are some things that I'm like, oh man, I kind of miss having days where, you know, it's literally just me and it's quiet and peaceful and I can kind of set the pace for the day. Like I know I need to get through checking the data for whatever survey was recently issued and we received all of the information back, or if we have a couple projects and I know that there are 3 possible grants that we identified we would most likely anyway be eligible for, I would spend time just looking up stuff about it and then, you know, maybe doing some calls and then actually writing for those grants and just overseeing stuff like that. Like some days that's ideal for me. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys before. I think most of you should be well aware if you've been watching me for a while. I am outgoing in the sense that I enjoy working with people and I enjoy talking to people and helping people. However, I am incredibly introverted, and I think people often mistake introversion for being shy because, I mean, I am not shy. I have been a teacher for many years, and every single role I've held, even if I've been in more of the like research environment where I'm doing a lot of, you know, hanging out at my computer or, you know, most of the time on the phone, I still talk to people and have to work with people. And basically all of my jobs have been collaborative in some way, shape, or form. So I am not shy. But in being introverted, what that basically means is I feel drained if I'm around people for too long or if I'm around large groups of people. So the nice thing about being in a more research-oriented environment is that you often work alone, or the collaborative work is much smaller than in other environments or in other roles. So like when you're teaching, you're always around people, like whether it's in the classroom or, I don't know, you're like doing parent-teacher conferences or whatever. The only time you're kind of by yourself is if you're doing lesson planning at home or if you have your own office and you get like an hour or 2 break in the middle of your day to grade papers or, you know, office hours and things like that. So you're around people a lot, but especially with this new role, I am surrounded by people all day long. And that's fine because I enjoy the work that's being done, but it is true, and it's something that I have to acknowledge about myself, that I'm finding this environment a little bit more draining for that introverted part of myself. But the actual work itself is great. Like, it's very rewarding, and it's nice to be face to face with families and to be providing that advocacy piece that I've had a bit of experience and exposure to but that wasn't necessarily the focus of what I was doing previously. So I don't know. It's kind of nice. There we go. Give it to me. Let's grab this key spore here. So it's definitely got some good components, and I wouldn't say they're bad, but things that I'm having to get used to. So like I said, I'm on week number 3, and it hasn't been too terrible. I like most of the people that I work with. I would say in my department, almost everyone's fairly outgoing as well. Maybe one other person I would guess is introverted like me, which is kind of surprising, not to stereotype, but she herself is what I think most people would consider like a standard type of beautiful. Like she's just, I don't know, she's something to see. Like she's got huge blue eyes, and she's very tall and shapely but slender and fit. She has a very lovely voice. She's just very pretty on the inside and the outside, but I can tell she's incredibly introverted. And it's funny, we spoke very briefly about this maybe a week ago when I was kind of asking her some questions and just training on a few things that I knew she would know the answers to, and I figured she'd be one of the best people for me to talk to because she wouldn't talk too much, and that would be good for me just to get the answer I needed and not have anyone kind of deviate into other random stuff that I'm not ready to be hearing about. But anyway, I was talking to her about it, and she definitely, I think, is one of those people that, because she is so beautiful, I think it's easy for people to judge her and maybe to think, oh, she's a bitch because she's not incredibly friendly. And that doesn't mean that she's not friendly, but I think for her, people would look at her and expect her to be the kind of girl that wants to talk to you about her nails or what treatment she applied to get her hair super shiny or where she buys her clothes. And that's just not her personality. She likes to talk about fitness related stuff because she's a big like workout kind of person. Like she loves yoga and running and, you know, the shit that I'm not super crazy about. I mean, who is though? Let's be real. Working out to me is not fun. I sometimes do it because, you know, I want to kind of be in shape and kind of be healthy, but I am not one of those people that just loves working out. And I know there are folks like that out there. If you're one of them, props to you. Please give me a piece of that part of you that loves it, because I hate it. I hate every part of working out. I hate making time for it. I hate the way I feel during it, and I hate being sweaty and kind of how I feel after. It just is not a good time in any sense. So she's one of those people that loves working out. So if you approach her and like ask her for workout tips, oh my God, she'll talk to you all day about that. But she's not superficial in the sense that she just wants to talk about bullshit all day. Like that's just not her. And I think that has been jarring for other people in our facility and in our clinic, because looking at her, you would expect her to want to talk to you about, oh yeah, girl, I go to this place to get my nails done, or yeah, I love fucking Friends. I mean, again, not to stereotype, I don't care if someone's that way, but she was just sharing with me that she thinks because she is so stereotypically beautiful, people make assumptions about her personality, and I think when they actually realize that she's not that kind of person, I think it just throws people off, and they have a very hard time relating to her because she doesn't fit what they thought she would be like. And I actually get what she's saying, because I think that happens even with me sometimes, where people meet me, and I think a lot of people, when they first talk to me, they have an assumption that I am like a huge science geek or science nerd. You know, I have like the big fucking glasses, and most people that kind of know me, or let's say they get my business card first, like I have a very strongly like research-based background and education background. So I think some people think of me as like a stereotypical like teacher or librarian type, but I'm not. Like I love video games and I love food. I really enjoy like music, and I don't know, I just think that like her, I don't really fit what a lot of people would assume when they first meet me. So I completely understand what she's saying, where sometimes it's a little difficult at first when interacting with people because they make assumptions about who you are or who you should be, and you're not anything like that. So more on her to come and kind of what's been going on in my new work environment. But let's go ahead and just part ways here. We will continue making our way through Wind Harvest 4 in our upcoming episode. I think my team, yeah, we're mostly okay. I might, at least when it comes to us fighting those stupid helicopter or plane things, I might just start cutting out those fights because it just takes so long with them spamming their sleep shit. So we'll kind of see in episode 133. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Again, I am your host, Rabbit, and this is our post-game / bonus content exploration for Jade Cocoon 2. So I'll see you all very, very soon.